Hi there, welcome to Saturday. We're starting off in the car wash. It's been a while and my car is very, very dirty. The warehouse is just dusty all the time. Like everything is covered in dirt all the time. I really should get a car wash, probably twice a week, honestly. I really don't have an excuse other than I just don't come over to this side of the, like, I don't drive by this car wash. I don't drive by a car wash. I have to go out of my way. But I pay for it. I should use it, honestly. Sierra's working today from 12 to 5, and today's the last day we need to check on my mom's dogs. So she was trying to figure out, like, should I go before work or after work? And it just sucks because it's a 45-minute drive to be there for maybe 10 minutes, you know, just dogged up food and water, yep. You didn't tear anything up, yep. You didn't poop her in the house, yep, cool. And that's it. And then you get back in, you drive another 45 minutes back home. So I was like, I'll do it. So I'm headed to my mom's house right now, check on the dogs one more time, and that's it. That's all I got today. And they're doing good. Looks like they tore up one of their toys. Little green fuzzballs everywhere. Just gave him a biscuit. Little treat. Huh? Yeah. Oh, hi there. Little sausage. You little turd. It's alright. Mom will be back tomorrow. She'll be back tomorrow. It's okay. Good boy. So I'm back on the road, and I don't really have anything to do today. I mean, Tip wants to clean up from Christmas and like start putting decorations away. I don't know if we're taking the tree down or if we're waiting for New Year's. I honestly don't know how she feels. This year's been very weird for her. She didn't really decorate or do anything. I didn't put any decorations out on the outside, which is kind of normal for me. I did it once. I think in the 4 Christmases we've been in this house, I've only put the Christmas lights up once, maybe twice. Definitely just once. But yeah, Tiffany just didn't feel like the Christmas spirit. She didn't put any decorations out or decorate. Normally she just like swaps everything out, right? All the towels get swapped out, she swapped out the blankets, that's an easy one, but just didn't really decorate. So cleanup is minimal. We're just kind of putting the Christmas tree is really the main thing. But anyway, we don't have anything going on today. Kind of decompressing from the holiday. Kind of figuring out, but the dust is settling, kind of figuring out what we're doing next, you know. Got a bunch of gift cards and cash, and just kind of figuring out what we want to do with everything and what we want to, you know, whatnot. So I'm on my way back home, and I'm like thinking about like what I could possibly do on the way home. The new casino just opened near our house, which I'm really excited about, but I kind of want to do that with Tiffany. So I'm like, okay, I could just stop in and just check it out, maybe throw $100 down on a blackjack table, but I was like, no, I'll wait for Tiff. I don't really have any shopping to do, and again, anything that I would look at right now, I should be looking at with Tiffany. So I was like, oh, there's a farmer's market. It's past 1 o'clock. It's almost 2 o'clock. They're done. They close at 1. You know, so it's clean up now. So I'm just kind of like, meh. Feel like it's gonna be a weekend. Yeah, I don't know. I hate this feeling of like kind of not really having anything planned, but and not have really any desire to do anything. Like I literally was thinking about like something for the vlog. I was like, what could I do just so that I could record it? And really nothing really comes to mind that I really want to do. Realistically, I want to go home and help Tiffany with whatever she's doing, make sure that, you know, 'cause today's like her cleaning day, and I feel like she's probably doing it all by herself. Sierra's at work, Bryce is doing whatever. So yeah, it's kind of a blah day, and I feel it. I feel blah. So obviously it's a holiday season, and one of the holiday traditions in the desert Southwest is making tamales. A lot of Hispanic families, Mexican families get together and make big batches of tamales. And so I'm always asking friends and colleagues and people that I know, like, who's making tamales? Who's making tamales? And I always try to snag a couple dozen of the green tamales, whether it be green chili corn, green chili pork, even sometimes green chili chicken. So I end up getting 2 dozen green chili pork tamales from one of the girls at the warehouse. So I got some green enchilada sauce. I had freshly shredded the ghost pepper cheddar that I bought from Restaurant Depot. So we're getting ready to try all this all at the same time. So I think there's 4 or 5 tamales in here, just kind of broken up and just making a big mess out of it. There's one more shot of it. Like I said, I think there's about 5 tamales in there, just kind of broken up. Smothered it with green sauce, smothered it in shredded ghost pepper cheddar, zapped in the microwave for about a minute. I got it all melty. Bryce came down right as I was doing my tamales, so he hit repeat, did the same thing. Mm-hmm. Sierra's got up at work, and she's doing the same thing. We're doing tamales tonight. Told you, these lights are awesome. You can actually see everything in the park, so everyone's just chilling. And chairs they put out by the fountain. You can easily just get some ice cream and come over here and just chill. All wrapped up with dinner, did the dishes, loaded the dishwasher, that sort of thing. And now I gotta get 5,000 steps. I think if I make the Main Street loop, maybe I'll go a little bit further. Gotta get 5,000, and then I'm done for the night. Just kind of want to be. And then tomorrow, I don't know. Tomorrow, maybe I'll go for a hike. Tiff's got brunch plans. I want to stream, so I've been thinking about the podcast too. I did 2 episodes, and then it's been, I think, 2 weeks since the last episode. And I had a note at some point. Of like topics and things I wanted to talk about, because that was like kind of the idea with the podcast, is like when I have an idea, when I have like a topic that I want to go deep dive into, that's when I sit down and record on the podcast. And it was actually on a notepad. I should have put it on my digital, because if it was digital I would have I know where it's at, but it's on a little notepad and I can't find the notepad. Tiff must have done something with it. But there's, off the top of my head right now, if someone asked me, hey, let's sit down and record a podcast, what do you want to talk about? I've got 2 things that I eventually want to talk about. And so I could sit down and record a podcast. Tomorrow will be the day to do that as well. It just depends on what Tiff's got going on when she's done with brunch. I think we're going to wait till after New Year's Day. Or New Year's Day is when we'll take the Christmas tree down. That's typically when we do that. So on our last walk, I was talking about how I had this kind of epiphany that I need to reduce my screen time in my free time to be more aware of my surroundings, to look for, just be more aware of my surroundings for potential moments to capture for the vlog and photos for socials, that sort of thing. But I'll be honest with you, like, it really comes down to my mental state. And the same thing goes for vlogging in general. Like, when I'm in a great mood, I'm more social, I'm more talkative, I'm more like, ooh, let me pull the camera because I have something to say. When I'm obviously bummed out, or as Tiffany calls it, in my head, I'm thinking about something's on my mind, I'm trying to solve a problem, that's when I'm distant to you, and I don't really, I don't pull a camera up to talk because I don't really have much to say, or can't share what it is I'm thinking about or talking about in my head, but also kind of head down in my thoughts, not really looking around and paying attention to anything around me. So I after editing that vlog and getting that out, and you know, listening back to what I was saying, I had that thought of like, it's not just as easy as just going like this. You know, like I have to be in that flow state of, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That reminds me of this one time. And then, you know, I pull a camera out and tell a story. On another note, I'm trying to shoot more short videos for socials, specifically X. Again, trying to boost my impressions and engagement on X, just to see if it's even realistic for me to be part of the creator program there. I really have to, you know, November was the first month that I really started pushing my activity there. December being month 2, January month 3, and that's the 90 days that is required. You know, it's a 90-day cycle. 5 million impressions is the goal, and I'm nowhere close to that. So it really is going to take me a lot longer to continue to push the needle. But I'm curious where I land in 3 months. I'm gonna guess somewhere around 1.5 million impressions. 2 if I have a couple more viral posts. So far I've had 2 viral for me. You know, 75,000 impressions and 63,000 impressions. So that's, you know, that's viral for me. So, you know, you give me a couple more of those and maybe, you know, we get to 2 million. But nevertheless, I am noticing that my impressions overall have gone up. Another thing that I'm testing is I've been uploading these vlogs to X natively, so you can actually watch the vlog on X versus posting the YouTube link where you click it and it takes you to YouTube or YouTube app. I don't think you can watch it like as an embed. I don't think X does that anymore. If you click on it, it takes you to the video. So people always say that, you know, when you post links, you don't get as many impressions as if you post it natively. Well, I'll tell you that I haven't really seen a significant boost in impressions on the native videos. For the most part, they're getting the exact same number of impressions. So I'm not really seeing a deboost on the YouTube links or a boost on the native videos. They're about the same. I would say there's a couple videos the YouTube links have more impressions than the native videos do, and on some the native videos have more impressions than the YouTube links. So it's 50-50. But I'm going to continue posting both. I post the YouTube link first, usually in the morning, and then later in the afternoon I post the native video. So yeah, so that's just some feedback I thought I'd share with you, since X is a major focus point for me these days. It's kind of crazy. This street, you know, our streets don't have street lights. That's pretty common, but everyone has lights on their houses usually. This street is exceptionally dark. Everyone's porches have lights, but they're just nothing in between. It's a very dark street. I'm actually surprised. Main Street has, you know, lights spread out through the trees, but this doesn't really have any lights. It's very dark. This house is nice. They got the lights all the way across. I wonder if that's those like light strips that people are talking about. It really lights the house up though. I like it. It looks like it's a strip all the way across. One last thing I'll talk about with content creation is I've always been subscribed to Gary Vaynerchuk's podcast, Gary V. I've known Gary for a very long time. Obviously, we haven't spoken with each other in maybe 10 years, other than a few interactions on X. But, you know, his podcast, I see the episode every week, and I know his style. I know 99% of them. It's a keynote that he gave, you know, or a Q&A session, and a lot, because I've been listening to him for years, I already know a lot of what he's going to say, but I still listen to it because every once in a while he drops a nugget of something that I haven't heard, or he reminds me of something like that I forgot, and I try to do a good job of like writing things down, or even using voice memos to remember certain things that he says. And I'll even quote him. I put one of his quotes in my my X bio, but I'll quote him as a post on X as well. One of the things that he talks about most recently in a recent episode was, again, going back to the documenting the process, documenting what you're building, documenting what you're creating, and that being the content if you're not sure how to make content. And that's what my content is, right? Documentation. And just documenting the process. And I try to remind myself that when I feel like the vlog is meh, it's like, well, that was my day. I had a meh day, so I have a meh vlog. So, and I appreciate your guys' feedback and reaffirming my feelings on that. So thank you. Chris's vlog always does well. Gets a lot of views. Picked up quite a few subs from it, but just overall, the last 2 days, we've picked up over 100 subs the last 2 days, which is pretty exciting to see. Views are plateaued. Views are the same as they've been for the last couple of months. Watch time has gone up, which is nice. That means people are watching more of the vlog when they watch it, which is why you really can't use views as an indicator. Because if somebody clicks on your video, watches it for a minute and leaves, I don't want to say it's a useless view, but it doesn't really mean much when it's only a minute of watch time. When watch time means so much to YouTube and the algorithm. More minutes you watch, the better. So views are actually a secondary metric compared to watch time. I love this little archway here they made. They're like the original to wrap lights and go to the other side. I think last year they ran an extension cord along the bottom and just lit that tree up. This year they got smart and connected it around, made an archway. I love it. One thing that I definitely am feeling optimistic about going into 2025, more live streams here on YouTube. Really enjoy, like I said, just chatting has always been my favorite category of streaming on Twitch. And unfortunately, I've lost most of my audience on Twitch. So when I do go live, doesn't matter what the category is, people come in and say hi and then they usually leave. There's really not much sticking around to chat, which is why I just play video games there, because now I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna play video games. I enjoy chatting with people while I'm playing video games, so I'll do that on Twitch. But if I just wanted to go live from my phone and just chat, it's gonna be YouTube every time. And people show up. The algorithm's great too. When I look at the last year, the videos, the content that I've gained the most subscribers from have been live streams across the board. I mean, there's a couple of videos that popped off and garnered me a good number of subs, but all across the board, top 10 videos are live streams that have garnered me the most subs. So the live streams definitely are reaching out to new people and bringing them to the content. And hopefully they stick around and watch the videos. That's kind of the idea behind that. But even if not, I just love the interaction. I love chatting with people. And so I really hope more of you join the live streams and hang out and chat with me and other people in the chat as well. That's the thing I try to encourage you. A couple of you did that in that a couple of days ago video. You guys go down in the comment section and reply to other people's comments. I would love for more of you to get to know each other and remember that we are a community. We're like a family. And join my Discord. There's a link in the description. Join our Discord server and chat with more people from the community. It's great. Over here by the golf course, I forgot they light the palm trees here as well, so it matches Main Street all the way down. Same thing though, it just lights up this whole park. It's so nice. I wish it was like this year round. Even this tree, look how big this tree is, and they light up all the branches. It goes all the way up. It looks like the other sides, the lights went out for some reason. They got unplugged or something. 7 p.m. Bell tower goes off.